Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 3. Are you ready to join the clan? Today we have Adam Dicker. Adam is a coach, a speaker, a domain expert who owns multiple businesses, including the most popular domain and DNForum, the award-winning internet marketing and web development agency. He has a domain portfolio of over 38 domain names and has sold many from 6 figures to 8 figures. Adam is one of the most 20 influential people in the domain industry by Rogers Club. He's the former VP of GoDaddy's domain aftermarket and a successful entrepreneur. And above all, he loves to teach others to be successful. Hello, Adam.
Hi, and thank you for having me on the show. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for coming. I know the clan here is anxious to hear your story, so let's get started with the basics. Can you tell my clan a little bit about your background, about what you did before you started your domain business? Take us right up to the last job or business before your domain business.
Sure. So I started out, I ran a computer company, and then I ran an internet service provider. And then I started to see the value of the internet as it started to be introduced. And then I decided that the internet was something I wanted to be into because computer margins had dropped a lot. And then I decided to start investing in domain names.
Okay, that's a good background, Adam. So help us connect with you. Tell us one thing, either a business or a personal thing that we want to know about you, even if we have been following you for a while.
One thing you need to know, let's see, just that I get up every day, I work at home, I'm able to start it every day and focus as if the day before I haven't made any money, and I start over trying to make money for food for my family and my kids, and every day I pretend is a new day, and every day I have goals that I set, and I try to hit those goals every day.
Do you wake up at a certain time every day, or is it different?
No, I wake up at the same time every day, usually about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. How did you go where you were, where you started getting involved in the domain business?
Well, I just started to see the internet was coming on, and I started to see it as something that was going to be here for a while. It wasn't a fad, and it was something where I started to, with my internet service provider, I started to realize I could make money while I slept. So I realized that was a good thing, and then putting up a website or multiple websites that were businesses that could make multiple sales while I slept was an even better idea. So that's the angle that I decided to pursue, and I'm very grateful that I did because I had a really good job, at a few jobs at the time, and I decided to leave them when the income that I was making became much higher than what I was making at my full-time jobs.
Okay. You sold your first domain for a 7-figure. How do you find a profitable domain name?
So when you're looking for domain names, you have to look for a domain name that a business would want to buy. So you wouldn't buy something just because you liked it or because you thought it was good. You have to think about it from a business perspective. And would it be a domain name that you could see another business setting up its own business on? And if the answer is yes, then it's a good domain to buy. If the answer is no, then it's definitely not a good domain to buy.
Okay. People tend to think the sun always shines because you are successful. Did you have any setbacks, failure while setting up your domain industry online? Or
Sure.
what was those setbacks?
Sure, everything starts out slow. I mean, we all have different goals and different learning periods. It takes a long time to learn any industry. So the first thing that I always suggest people do is that they either sign up to my business boot camp, which teaches them how to do it for, I think it's $29 a month at adamdicker.com. And on top of that, we encourage you to read a lot. It's important that you understand sales and negotiations because it's easy. Anybody can go out and buy a whole bunch of domain names, whether they're good or crappy, but the hard part is learning how to sell them. 98% of this business is how to sell and how to negotiate. So it's very important that you read up on those skills first before you start to get into the business and learn about the business and learn a lot more about it. And you can do that at DNForum.com, DNForum.com. There's over 2,000 people on 24 hours a day, and it's a community of over 500,000 people that do nothing but buy and sell domain names.
Wow. Regarding the setback, what emotion did you experience? How did you feel? How did you describe what was going on to your family and your closest friends while you are starting your domain in business?
Well, a lot of people didn't believe in the business at the time. A lot of people thought that I was crazy for getting into it. And especially when I left my full-time job to do it full-time, a lot of my dad, my mom, my wife, everybody thought that I was crazy because they didn't really understand the business. And then now, obviously 20 years later, now they don't think I'm so crazy. They think I did the right thing. So it takes time, it takes patience, and nobody gets rich working for somebody else. So you have to take some chances once in a while.
But how were you feeling when they said it's not working? Did you go like down and said, last night she said it's not going to work? How did you like reflect on that? Did you?
Well, I mean, you just have to keep trying. I mean, a lot of successful entrepreneurs will try 10 things before they find that one that's successful. And you can't stop. Mistakes are chances to learn about something. It doesn't mean you should stop trying. It just means you need to keep learning. So I kept trying, kept learning, and lucky enough, I was able to be successful in a decent amount of time once I did all my reading and learning and stuff. So it's very important. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to do your research and learn. It doesn't take much money to get in this business, as little as $100, and then I teach people how to take that $100 and then make a sale for $2,500 to $3,500 with one of the domains that they purchased for $10. So it just takes a lot of hard work. You've got to be focused, you've got to be driven, and pretty much I can teach anybody anything about the internet and domain names, but I can't teach anybody about common sense.
Okay, so we shouldn't worry about what our friends and family think, whatever we are going to do.
No, if everybody worried so much about what other people think, nobody would be successful.
Okay. What is the biggest mistake a newbie can make starting in the domain industry business?
Well, the biggest mistake you can do, it's like any other business, get involved, spend a lot of money without doing it, your research, buy all the wrong products, and then you lose all your money, you lose all your domains, and then you have to start over. And I've had people that have come to me that have spent $500 to $800,000 on domain names, and I've had to tell them they're not worth $5,000. So it's really important, whether it's $10,000 that you're going to throw in the garbage or $800,000. It's very important that you learn before you end up wasting all that money, and that way you can start out with a small amount of money, test the market, and go from there. So you don't have to do anything else. So that's very important.
Okay. I know my client would love to hear how you overcome the setbacks, and we are going to talk much more about this in our extended interview. But Adam, tell us, how does it feel that you have been on top of your game for the last 20 years?
Well, it feels good. Listen, whenever you try something and it turns out successful, you feel better about what you're doing. But it doesn't make me or anybody else better than anybody else. We're all starting out. It's not too late to get in and make money in the industry. So it's just one of those things that you have to do. But it feels good, obviously, to be successful. But it feels better to know you did the right thing and you did things correctly and you helped other people become successful and leave their jobs too and have a better life for themselves.
Do you do something different each year? Do you like attend seminars? Do you have mentors?
I don't really have many mentors, any mentors really now, but I do attend a lot of conferences. I do a lot of public speaking. I probably speak at about 30 to 40 shows a year. I enjoy doing that. Again, it gives me a chance to give back to the industry that's been so great to me. After 20 years, hopefully, I consider myself an expert in the field, but I'm still learning something new every day. And that's the thing I love about computers and the internet is you never really know everything. Every day you get to teach yourself something new or something else with web design or something with domains. And there's always something new and exciting. It's important to stay ahead of trends and make sure that you're not a follower and you're a leader in paying attention to what's going on in the world with trends. It's very important to do that.
Okay. You said your focus and specialty online is in domain industry. So what do you do for people?
Well, what we do is I do a lot of reviews of people's domains that either they're thinking of buying or they've bought, and I tell them what's good, what's wrong, which one they should start to develop into a site, and I give them a lot of guidance, and I do a lot of coaching. So it's very important that people get the right coaching and the right guidance so that they are on the right path and so that they know if what they're buying is good or if it's bad. So that's really important.
All right. Adam, do you mind sharing how we can profit from buying and selling a domain name?
Yeah, I mean, you can buy. One of the things I teach people is to buy domains for $10 each, maybe spend $100 when they're starting out, buy 10 domains, and then I teach people on adamdicker.com how to sell those domains, how to find buyers, how to market them, how to build professional businesses on them, how to build businesses where they're going to get residual income every month. But it really, you can start with as little as a $100 investment. You don't need to spend much.
Okay. My clan is a group of hungry entrepreneurs looking to move their business forward. How can your expertise help my clan?
Well, at the very least, I can get them a lot more exposure for their business. I can get them higher rankings in Google and Yahoo and Bing, which gives them more clients. I can also do lead generation for them if they have businesses where I can set up a site and set up their site to index well and send them lots of leads for their particular business. So much so, hopefully, they won't have time to deal with all the clients I can send them.
Okay. Adam, how does it feel that you are named one of 20 most influential people in the domain industry by Logis Labs?
It feels good. It's just a title though. It doesn't change who I am. Whenever I go anywhere at home, I'm still treated like myself as a regular person. Nobody's better than anybody else. It's nice to be named on these lists, but it really doesn't mean a whole lot because every day is a new day for me. Every day is new things, new work that I have to do, and it's a nice compliment. But that's really all it is. It's not an ego thing. You just keep working and you keep trying to pay it forward and hopefully you do it well and you help other people.
Okay. So is it okay if I see you the next seminar where you are speaking to come and say hello to you?
Of
Oh.
course. I think the next one I'm at is I'll be in Miami at the end of September. And it's a conference called the Domain Conference, conveniently named. I think it's the domainconference.com.
Okay, so Glenn, if you see Adam around in the conference, he's happy to really talk to you and answer all your questions. So don't be worried to approach him. So I'm glad you're approachable.
Oh, no, I love talking to people, and I'd love to talk to some of the people of the clan.
Okay. Do you have something today that can help with our online success journey? Something to make the road a bit smoother for us?
Well, I think really the best thing is what I said. It's a great business to get into. All of your listeners should get into it. But again, make sure you do your research and make sure you even talk to me through adamdicker.com. But visit DNForum.com, learn and read. There's another site that shows a lot of great videos you can watch. It's called domainsherpa.com. I don't own that. It's a great site, has lots of help videos, how to make sales and domains, and teaches you the industry. I would suggest going to read that, and it's just learn and educate yourself. But it's definitely a great business to be in, and it's definitely not too late to get involved.
Okay. So how can we start on this? Because earlier on you said we can get like a private coaching.
Yeah, I mean the best thing you can do it's $29 a month, and if you go to adamdicker.com, you'll see everything you need to know there. And if you don't like it after the first month, you can leave, but you'll definitely get much more than the $29 value out of it.
Okay. How do we access your private coaching?
That's all arranged. When you sign up for the $29, you get the private coach. You get the group coaching, and you can request private coaching on the website under adamdicker.com. I believe it's under services, and you'll see it there.
Okay. Clan, Adam is going to hang out and share more information about his journey with us. If you can relate to where Adam started his travels so far, or if you just want to learn more about Adam, you can listen to the extended version of his journey on onlinesuccessjourney.com. If you are listening at the journey, click on part 2 of Adam's journey and you'll get even more tips to help you with your own journey. Remember, you can go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for more information about the membership and all our journey podcasts. So check out Adam's private coaching at adamdicker.com. We have more information, and if you are not part of the clan, you should be. Adam is offering 20% to clan members, and you learn more about joining at onlinesuccessjourney.com. So again, check out Adam's private coaching at adamdika.com. That's a wrap, clan. Remember, success is a journey. See you in part 2, Patience and Adam.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to part 1 and want to be sure you know there is a second part to this and every journey podcast at onlinesuccessjourney.com, filled with even more success tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. There are dozens of episodes only available to the members of the Online Success Journey clan. Check out the website and click on Join the Clan for more information. Patience would like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and she has a free audio gift for you at her website. Go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for instant access to this gift. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps each of us chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and to listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review it at Stitcher and other sites by clicking the stars or completing the ratings form, by clicking thumbs up and leaving a comment on YouTube, or liking and sharing the podcast on social media. To review the podcast within iTunes, simply open iTunes to the podcast, click on Ratings and Reviews, then write a review. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.